I'm your host, Improv. I'm here with Tony Wilson, comedian extraordinaire. I'm here
Yo,
with Roz. I'm here with Ali X. It's the Melanated
Yeah.
podcast, right? So always eventful as always. So we got Tom Brady heading to the Super Bowl for his 10th time. And there's only one team that has been to the Super Bowl more than Tom Brady, and that is the New England Patriots. And they went 9 times with him themselves. So with all that being said, man, is he the GOAT?
Man, listen, without a question, man. We was having GOAT discussions about Tom Brady 5 years ago. And I think
no,
5 years ago he only had like what, 4 rings?
He was definitely closing in 5 years ago. Me, I have not been a Brady fan, not ashamed to admit it, but after a while, you got to go ahead and give it up. You got to give credit where credit's due. And
Man, listen, yeah. You got
we
to,
had
man, because like I said, we was having these discussions about Tom Brady years ago. Like, oh man, is he the greatest quarterback? And fast forward years later, this man going to his 10th Super Bowl on track to get his 7th ring. Come on, man. Like with another team, and he's only been with that team for one season. Like people thought that it was gonna take him a while to get back to the playoffs or to get to the Super Bowl, but this man in one season, he back in the Super Bowl, man. He back. God
Yeah.
damn, man. Like, I mean, what else can you say about the man? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, whether you love him or hate him, man, like Tom Brady is to me the greatest quarterback of all time. It's no more debating. It's no more denying it. Tom Brady is that guy. Love him or hate him, yo. Like this man, he done did it all, man.
He definitely the LeBron James of football. I can't lie about that, man. I didn't see that coming this year. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I thought they probably would do well. Did not think they would beat these teams that they beat to get here where they
Yeah.
are at number 5 seed, and then they beat everybody, and then they're here.
Yeah.
But they got a good team. I ain't gonna disregard that. You got,
Definitely.
you got a great team, man.
Yeah.
With that, so
Yeah, and Brady always had like a good team around him. Like since the beginning, like when Tom Brady first started playing, man, like he's always had a good roster. Whether they added people or people that just came up naturally throughout the ranks of the Patriots organization. I mean, this man played with Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? He played with and he's still playing with Gronkowski. Played with what's my man name? Hernandez, the infamous Aaron Hernandez.
it's crazy. Like he played with a lot of people, but a lot of players and a lot of people will tell you it was the system. It was the system, And now you like, okay, we see Brady standing on his own,
Right.
because Belichick's season went not where he wanted it to go.
Right.
At all. So
Right. I think Tom Brady is just like he's almost like a one-man show when it comes to like his ability to put a football program together. Because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach was like, look, man, sometimes I just sit back and let him coach. So I think it's definitely a good mixture of the both, like the system and the player, because Belichick, man, without a doubt, is probably one of the greatest coaches in NFL history. I mean, his play reading is amazing. And I think with him and Brady together, what they did was good, and it excelled, the Patriots organization to a higher level. I think if Bill Belichick gets a decent quarterback, a young quarterback that he can groom, I think he'll be set to do it all over again, man. Tom Brady, what, 43, playing at the level that he playing?
I never knew that.
Definitely.
He been
Say again.
he been to 10 Super Bowls. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he been to
I
10.
don't know how to play
He
in,
been to
in the
10.
World Bowl and played in them.
Yeah, he been to 10. He been to more Super Bowls than teams than franchises that been around for years. You know.
Right.
So what? He the higher paid franchise player in the game.
No, Jake Mahomes is now. So, I'm Patrick
Really?
Mahomes. Excuse me, Patrick Mahomes, not Jake Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. Excuse
Patrick Mahomes.
me. Yeah, I think he got the
Patrick
highest
Mahomes.
contract,
Oh, he
which
just
he
got that
deserved it
contract
too. Yeah, he
He gonna
deserved.
be in the Super Bowl?
after that Super Bowl.
Yeah, he won last year's Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
He won
Yeah,
last year's
yeah. I
Super
mean, he
Bowl.
got that contract after the Super Bowl.
Yep,
He got that contract after the Super Bowl, though, right?
yep.
Yeah,
That big one. So
yeah, man. I didn't think. Now, I watched the game against Green Bay. I thought Green Bay was gonna get.
yeah, I thought that was gonna be a good game. You had two veteran quarterbacks, good. So I definitely thought that was gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, definitely issues. You gotta cut there you go. Cut one of those.
All
All
right,
right, cool. So we back in this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and move on and talk about the pandemic actually, and it's the effect that it's had on people's mental health, relationships, and all that type of stuff. It's definitely a different situation than most people are used to. So that's likely to cause anxiety and stress amongst people, I would say. So like, what do y'all think about that?
I say the deaths. A lot of people lives lost. Coming out with vaccines that way too soon just to be given to people. There's a lot of things that's going on in nature, and uh, I don't know. I think a lot of stress in relationships. Job loss, people being evicted. There's a lot of that stuff going on, and I mean, this is this is not the world that we intend to have for our children. So it's a powerful stage in my life. I never seen anything like it. When we were going to
Yeah.
school, people didn't prepare us for this type of survival. It's the whole new ball game.
yeah.
Be around each other. People want to be around each other, but it's like, dang, it's worse than AIDS, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Yeah, you
AIDS.
talking about because it can be spread through your
Yeah,
you know it can be spread through your breathing and the droplets and all that stuff.
yeah. Hmm. It's life, man. And it's not the life that, like I said, I tend to have, but it's life for now, and we
Oh
gotta
yeah,
find a way to do it.
oh yeah,
You know?
because definitely alcohol sells up, violence is up, all that, and when you put people in the close quarters and under a pressurized situation, and you have a situation where people can't leave and go, blow off that steam, like it just creates can create an environment, a negative environment that could boil over. And I think we're seeing a lot of that because I know that a lot of stuff is up, numbers wise on different stuff like that. It's just
Divorce rates are up because of the
say again.
pandemic. Saying that the divorce rates went up because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I believe what I just heard that it's
The
been that, right?
what you say?
He was talking about the divorce rates going up
Yeah,
because of this.
it's definitely going up, man. And this pandemic right here is going up for certain reasons. You gotta be strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray that the ones that have children, try to stick together, because it's not just about those two people individually anymore when you bring children into the world. But when two adults aren't getting along, and sometimes it's better to separate, because that might be another way to destroy the children. Just watching kids growing up, watching me fighting and arguing all their life. So I don't know, man. It just the divorce rate is crazy out here right now, man. I mean, you got so many men out here and women out here walking around here, and it's not even. It's just I don't even know what to say anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nothing you can do, man. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know, I've been married for over 5 years, man. So and me and my wife, we don't always see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? But we keep making a way. No matter what. Because the kids, wake up in the morning and see a smile on the kid's face. Trying to put a smile on her face. She trying to put a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? It's life, man. But only thing I can say to anybody, just be strong. Keep it real with each other. Be strong.
Definitely, man. It's been rough, man. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost family members. A lot of people got sick. It's been rough, man. These little checks that they've been giving us, that's been keeping us by a little bit. But at the end of the day, man, you just gotta have faith and believe in whatever you believe in, and just be strong, man. Look for your family support. Look for your friends support. The people who always had your back continue to have your back. And if you need to talk, just reach out to them and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to be depressed during these times. It is. A lot of people going through it. So like I said, you just got to keep your head up, be strong, and keep pushing. Because, you want to wake up to live to fight another day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you right about that.
Definitely.
You right about that.
I agree. Storms will pass on that.
Exactly. You got to weather it.
So definitely. And I think you said talking about a situation that happened, Roz, right? Where you said what was going on with that situation?
Yeah, man. Pandemic is really, like I said, man. Mental health is probably one of the things to go through when you're pandemic. But it was a teenager from Michigan. Ended up going to a park. His parents didn't want him to go to the park. COVID, and he ended up sneaking out and going anyway on like a Saturday night. He came back. They told him they was gonna deal with it later, And then he snapped, grabbed a gun. I think he killed like 6 people out of his family. Shot everybody in the family, The little brother ran for his life. So he was like 25. But even I think the mother was pregnant. So he ended up killing the mother. He was 8 months pregnant, the father, his sisters. But I know it was like 6 people all in. And I'm just thinking that's like, due to this pandemic, man, people just kind of, losing it right now, man.
How old is he? So
What's
what? So how old was the shooter?
Oh, he was a teenager, man. So I think between like 15 and 18. And it was
Sad,
all
man.
over a party.
Sad right there. Yeah. That's nothing, man. Fathers need to get a hold of their kids, man, and start watching they got them kids. I mean, literally, man. I mean, like these kids need father figures in their life. Whether they don't have a dad, they gotta have some type of father figure in their life, man. Because they growing up too family now. They snapping their fingers and wearing tight clothes and don't even care about shit. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand, man. You talking to a nigga that been locked up before. So I'm like, yo, these niggas out in the field, they in prison right now. These new niggas showing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what, but it's just, just crazy, man. So, oh man, watch the
Yeah, I did
kids.
a
That's
short.
man. Keep your eyes nigga on
When I was
kids.
in Georgia, I did a short stint off 285 in DeKalb County, and like you said, man, it ain't worth it, man, to throw your life away, especially with the little kids coming in there. I think he was like 17.
What happened?
And yeah, man, I'm just saying. I remember being in there, and at night you hear grown men crying, you hear something going on, especially with the young kids. So that ain't a place you want to be, especially being a kid.
What happened?
Situation, though.
What
He
happened,
threw his
Ross?
life away over party.
What happened?
Could you hear me?
You kind of was
Can you hear
getting
me
kind of choppy, but what happened?
Oh, No, I was just saying I did a short stint off of 285 in DeKalb
Oh,
County. I know you
oh,
know about
okay.
that. Right
I
off
wish I
the
didn't.
and, I know, right? That ain't no
Wish
place
I,
you want to be, man. All of them
nah,
boys out there, and
no.
yeah, and at night, man, you hear grown men crying. You hear some other stuff you probably don't want to hear, and especially with the young kids coming in there, I'm like, man, I ain't a place you wanna be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that situation, he threw his life away for that, man, over a party. You know, now you ain't
Definitely.
got no family and you going to jail for life. That's hard.
That's tough, man. Definitely mental health is something, it's important. So if you
Mm.
feel like you need to see somebody, don't be ashamed of it, you know, none of that. And now with that being said, I want to go ahead and move on to uh, a family affair, I guess you would say. I don't even want to say family affair. I don't know what's going on with the situation, but it has been thrown out there. Ti and Tiny, all kind of allegations going around them
Um,
and that whole situation. So, uh, y'all got any thoughts on it? I do have some thoughts on it, but I'll tell you, y'all got any thoughts on it.
I'm gonna
So,
tread lightly with this one, man, because I don't know all the details to it. But I mean, it's starting to turn into like a Bill Cosby situation. Because 3 days ago, I just heard about a best friend coming out saying Ti put a gun to her head, and she was upset about forced threesome and all this. And then I woke up today, and it was like 15 women that came out against them. I hope tomorrow don't be 30. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't. But I hope if it is coming out that it's true, and it's not one of those, how some women scorn. Maybe they was pulled into a situation and then they moved on. Now the woman feels scorned, so she want to throw them under the bus type situation. I don't know, man. That's just one of them situations you don't never want to hear about. Especially with, he just had the Ti family hustle. They look like they had a beautiful family, mixed family. You could like she had kids from he got kids from a different situation. They all coming together like the Cosby Show there. So to see that's
But my
going on
thing is,
now, man, that's bad.
he got a wife. You know what I'm saying? And if he had a wife, I mean, wouldn't she know about this shit? I mean, how can you keep that a secret? You live with
I
a
mean,
woman and
the
a family.
accusations are that him and his wife are doing
Yeah,
something
yeah.
illegitimate.
They
That's
both
the
they both
accusation,
Oh,
right?
I get it. I get it. I
So
get it.
so
So
therefore, I would say
they
like,
on this TV show, and don't forget his wife went back on tour and managed her daughter and everybody. Everyone had gigs and shit going on, and they had time to run pip holes. Wow, that's amazing. That's what I'm saying.
see
Like,
that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's like a money
those
grab.
allegations, I think there's gonna be some allegations, and I don't think they're gonna be some real allegations. I think these people are just trying to find a way to make a check. You know, Ti probably. I mean, even if he did, you know, mess with him, wasn't nothing forcible or nothing like that. Fine with that. He ain't that type of guy. That man got Lamborghinis and all that.
I would
Pull
say
up.
I would say that definitely you gotta be careful when you bring in third parties into your bedroom. You gotta be extra careful when you're a celebrity, and you need to be careful as a person if you participating in that. If it got something to do with any drugs and alcohol, that definitely can lower your inhibitions, and maybe you'll do something you didn't want to do. So you gotta take responsibility before you even ingest these things and say, hey, am I ready to go down this rabbit hole or whatever about to go down? On that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think some people, not saying I don't know what happened, I wasn't there. I don't know them, but at the end of the day, it's like, uh, I know that some people, they taking drugs and alcohol or whatever, and they don't remember what happened the next day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you as a person got to take responsibility, and then as a celebrity, it's like, hey, whenever you bring somebody into your situation, you know, you in a vulnerable state because number one, if they feel a different way, you know, they feel slighted or whatever the case is, they may, that can end badly, shall I say, You know, it can end badly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you absolutely right, man. I wish, man, I had more time to sit on this and do more research before we, talked about it fully. But I am interested in, as this case goes on, continuing to cover it. Um, because from what I was reading, like before we started, or from what I was seeing, it's like multiple women coming forward now. And this one video that I saw with one of the accusers, she was pretty much saying that they were being pretty much solicited under false pretenses to engage in sexual acts with Ti and Tiny, basically saying that, hey, he called me, or some of his people got at me for a modeling opportunity or a singing contract type of situation. But then when I got there, it was something totally different. It wasn't about music. It wasn't about acting or modeling or whatever it was. It was about, doing that. So, like
But
I
see,
said,
go ahead. I'm listening.
oh, no,
I'm
no.
listening. But that's the
Yeah.
thing, though. Even what you just said just now, I just want to go off what Anthony says now. He can continue, but like he said the agents called him for Molly. You know what I'm saying, like that's the thing. Like these girls gonna have an excuse of why they're in their possession. They're not gonna tell the real truth of why they even got there, and how they even got there. They're gonna make something up. Oh, I was there for a gig. You know what I'm saying? No, you went to the trip from the start. Simple as that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it be
Yeah.
that way sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
true.
putting. I'm not anything, but it just come on. I
Yeah,
mean,
like
if that is the case, then that makes him a predator then, because you were luring them in that way.
yeah, and like I said, I don't know. I don't know exactly if it's true or not. I wasn't there, and you're right. Like some women do things like that if they're scorned, or if they trying to look for a quick come up or a quick money grab. Those things do happen, especially
Yeah,
to celebrities. Of that magnitude. Um,
Right.
but yeah, like Larry was saying, like shoot, man, these women, you got to be careful who you inviting into your personal space. Period. And if you bring in like
yeah,
a woman into your bedroom and it's drugs and alcohol involved, who knows how you're gonna be feeling? Well, we know how you're gonna be feeling once you're in that situation and you do that situation
yeah,
and you wake up the next day, you feeling remorseful or you feeling regretful, and you're like, damn, why did I do this? You was down to do it that night, but then that next day, you're like, damn,
yeah,
I made a mistake. So let me go ahead and throw them under the bus. I mean, those types of situations happen. And, I do think it's fucked up to an extent that those things happen. But my thing is like, okay, so if T.I. and Tiny, let's say they offered a woman, some substances like some weed or some drinks, maybe some pills, it's up to her to take it. Now, if they force it on them, like put roofies in their drink or something, that's something totally different. But if I give you a joint and say, yo, man, hit this, it's up to you whether or not you take it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah. As
that's
long as
that's
you
how I
listen
feel
there,
about
we
that. Don't say, oh, he drugged me when you willingly took that drug and you knew the effect of what that drug was going to be. So don't confuse
could
he drugged
put
me
hair on.
with we willingly participated in smoking marijuana together or doing whatever kind of illicit drug together.
Right.
You gonna
Yeah.
say something, Tyson?
Yeah, I said shit. I mean, even if they do offer the drug, whatever. I mean, if you ain't see them roll it, you don't know what you have smoking.
And
You know
that's
what I'm
true
saying? They
too.
could put hair on it.
Right, exactly. It could be angel dust in there. It could be anything in there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it's just a bunch of it's a tricky situation, man. You never know how they're gonna spin it and how I play it. But hopefully, man, you hate to see this type of thing happening to your one of your favorite artists, man. T.I. is definitely a legend, man, and you hate to see it all go down like this for him. Out of all the gun charges and the trouble that he's been in and out of his career, like I hate this to have this thing be the downfall of your whole trajectory, and that's how you're gonna be remembered, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I said it reminded me of a Bill Cosby situation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just
Some
like it.
hard compliment, you know, and then that's how we end. That's
Bill Cosby getting
yeah,
Fucked up.
messed up.
Yeah. What you was saying, Tyson?
Bill Cosby should have got him a pardon. When they got pardoned, he should have been one of that
Say
loose.
hard. Yeah,
He ain't had no.
yeah.
That wasn't no federal charge though with Bill Cosby. So I think that was a state charge. The one that did get him for.
Shit, when Bill Cosby becomes a federal charge, he didn't pay them people millions of dollars for years. Then they finally snitched on him when he started paying them. Yeah, that's a federal charge.
Yeah, I think they charged him in Pennsylvania with it. That was like one of the only standing things that was still within the range of getting charged with. It still was within range. I can't think of the exact word I'm looking for right now, but it still was in range for them to
Same
charge him.
thing. Same
But it
thing.
wasn't a federal charge.
The same thing with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly got locked up, but who else got locked up with him? He wasn't the only one doing that shit. He was not the only one.
You
Some
know
of
the celeb.
parents should have been locked up too. Cause ain't no way the hell you can have my 16-year-old daughter up in no mansion
Now,
for weeks at a time and
I
shit. And I
agree with
can't see
that.
her.
I feel like
Ain't
that
no way to go. How
some
you
of them
gonna-
parents was culpable, and they was like trying to. This is my opinion here. They was trying to like pawn their kids off to get their money, man, and that's just wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's just straight up pimping.
End of the
You
day.
pimping your children out, man. That's
Yeah.
fucked up. Because I know for sure, like one of the victims of the R. Kelly abuse, her dad actually played for R. Kelly. Like he played instruments for R. Kelly. I'm not sure whether it was on the road or he did it like just played background music in general for him. But
Oh
this guy continued to work with R. Kelly after those allegations came out, and after the evidence came out that was his daughter and that was R. Kelly allegedly, and he continued to work with him. And the only reason why was because of the money, and that's fucked up, man. No amount of money I would put my daughter or my son in a position like that, just to get money. If you touch my kid,
Yeah.
man, I'm killing you. Period.
Yeah.
Fuck the money.
Yeah. I really am from that one. That gets, but as I'm saying, R. Kelly, I know. I mean, shit, he belongs where he belongs where he's at. But there's some people that were in his circle that belong where he's at as well, and their ass ain't there. There's some people
who know
who
about it.
parents to those children that belong where he's at, and they ain't there because not only did he, you know what I'm saying, you got 16-year-olds and 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds going for weeks and months. And you talking about, I can't get past bouncers, security guard. They were kids, man. You get the police involved, all right? And then they got a note that this nigga been putting money in your pockets. Come on, man. You have to lock your ass up too. You know what I'm saying? Because it is now that when he got convicted of a pedophile as molesting them kids, those parents should got locked up too now. Some of them, most of them.
I mean, with the R. Kelly case, the manager, his manager, and a couple people close to him did get locked up. So, but like you said, I think it still should be some more people being locked up as well. But I do remember recalling it was like 3 different people got locked up with R. Kelly over that situation.
If anybody, R. Kelly ran a sting operation, man. He probably had all kinds of celebrities and shit coming through, tagging on them girls. You know what I'm saying? You know how they roll.
It's possible.
True that, man. But Hollywood, there's a lot of stuff going on in Hollywood that they let slide. Like how R. Kelly in trouble, but you got Woody Harrelson, who I think married his foster daughter or something when she was like 15. This dude went to Europe.
Was that Woody Harrelson or Woody Allen? Woody Allen.
Yeah, Woody Allen.
Get our Woody's right. Hey, Woody. Whichever one that didn't, whichever one is not a pedophile, you all right with me. The other one, I don't know about you, dog.
Yeah. I think I threw in the White Man Can't Jump, but nah, Woody Allen. And then Elvis Presley.
I'm trying to get cut short here.
You heard about Elvis Presley? He married his wife at 15. So yeah, man, it's like if you're gonna throw rocks at one person for doing it, you gotta get everybody for doing that, man. You can't turn a blind eye to certain celebrities and then other celebrities.
That's how these systems set up though, where they systems are set up to be unfair basically at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? With certain people get to slide with stuff and certain people don't. And I'm gonna briefly touch on that stock situation because that's a perfect example of just what just recently happened. Recently we saw these shares of GameStop shoot up basically because a whole bunch of people on the internet in a Reddit group came together and they bought the shares. They made the shares go up, and that pretty much made these hedge fund people, which are people on the Wall Street, lose a lot of money. So in the course of that, Robinhood did stop people from buying shares, which now that's they're looking at investigating Robinhood for that possibly being illegal, basically stopping people from buying the shares because it appears that they may have been covering for the hedge fund companies in some type of way, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that's cemented, but definitely big versus smalls in that situation.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly, Biggie Smalls on that.
All right.
So, and
but a big hedge fund company is invested in Robinhood.
Yeah. I heard something along those lines. Yeah, they saying that they may be like using the data to pass it on to the big dogs. So you as a little dog, you doing something, then they passing on your trading information and what kind of moves you making to the big dogs to allow them to obviously outmaneuver you at the end of the day. And in this situation, they worked in reverse, and the people outmaneuvered the big dogs with the stocks on that. Also, we had the death of Cicely Tyson, legend. She's passed away. I think she was 96 also.
96 years old.
I believe.
Man, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. man.
She always prays for my mama.
Yeah.
Oh, grandmama. Oh,
Yep.
great grandma.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, she lived a long life, man, and she had a very fruitful career. So she definitely lived her life to the fullest, and I'm pretty sure she enjoyed the majority of it. You got to think about the times when she came in at, man, it was hard for black folks. So to see her, come from that, knowing that she experienced those hardships, being an African American woman, to blowing up to be one of the greatest actresses of all time. I mean, she definitely lived a beautiful life, man. Wasn't nothing short about it.
True that.
What was your favorite movie about that you played in?
I always remember her playing the like you said, the grandma character. I know she was in some Tyler Perry movies. I know that ain't probably the best thing, but it's probably the most recent people remember her for. What she was in, the Fried Green Tomatoes.
It was a movie on Netflix. I don't know if y'all caught that Netflix movie where with Felicia Rashad and they was kidnapping old people and taking that money. Yeah.
Tyler Perry
movie when I seen her.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, that was a Tyler Perry movie.
I remember from back in the day when she played on Ernest Scared Stupid. She was the grandma for them kids, like the one that knew everything about the scam and stuff. Yeah,
I forgot all about that one. I remember Ernest movies though, but I gotta go back and dig with that. Right.
I take that.
Ernest,
man. So
Ernest goes to jail.
Yeah, Ernest go to jail. Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah, man. I got to dig in the crates and look that up, man. What I did
I'm
just
just
find out
curious.
about her is she was married to Billy D. Williams and Miles Davis. Billy D in the 60s and Miles Davis in the 80s. That's somebody I didn't know.
Damn, she married Billy D. Williams?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
See, yeah, I ain't know that either, man. It's messed up. We found out a lot of stuff about people after they die. And you be like, man.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, too.
That's usually how it go, man. I want to start giving people their flowers right here. You know,
yeah, definitely.
But I guess that was way before our time, so we probably wouldn't just know that off top. But like you said, man, she lived a very fruitful life, man. She done did her thing. I don't think she had no regret. R.I.P. to the queen.
R.I.P. to her. Yeah.
Definitely. Is there anything else y'all wanted to touch on, man, before we close it out?
Hey, to go back to this stock situation, right?
Yep.
It's so funny how quickly it started to blow up, and then how quickly it ended. Because I swear to you, 1 week everybody was talking about how you should invest in these different stocks, and you had a bunch of different people, young people, especially from what I was seeing, a lot of African Americans excited about the stock market 1 week, and then the next week, the shit just totally fall apart. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, damn, man, every time black person come up on some kind of come up, man, they find a way to, the system find a way to pull the rug from up under it.
True that.
But
I was just gonna say that's true. Cause I just got so many texts of people like, hey yo, you doing this, you doing this?
Yeah, man. There wasn't no black people with no damn stocks. Not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Especially, I guess, because like you said, people doing new hustles, you know?
Right, exactly. Because the guy that I work with, I think he bought a GameStop share for, I forget how much he bought it for a few years ago. And then when he saw that the stock had went up to like $350, he sold it. And he was trying to get me to get in on it. And as soon as I was about to start doing it, man, that shit just blew up. So,
yeah, that's that big bank take little bank, but big bank got hurt with it. You feel me? But they was like, nah, we ain't about to let y'all run it up like that though. You feel me? Call my partner them. Pull the plug. But it's still out there, man. We talking shit, but guess what? The stock game is still out there. One thing I'm learning, I'm a learner with that. I'm not an expert in no least bit, but I'm seeing that it is a game, and it's about riding them patterns. You know what I'm saying? And if you research it enough, you can learn how to play the game. You feel me? And it's just that these big dogs got beat at their own game for a change, which doesn't normally happen. But when you got shit like the internet that come along where everybody can communicate, talk with each other, and share information, you know, it makes you powerful, man. It makes you like this mighty fist here, you know? You're powerful,
right?
You know? And all that.
Yep.
So what? Then after the Robin Hood more is over?
I think that the trust in them has been definitely destroyed amongst a lot of people, because it's like, oh, soon as I have an opportunity to make a power move, y'all gonna shut it all down. You know what I mean?
Right.
And limit my access, that's why they're gonna be investigating it to see if that was illegal or not. You know, because you shouldn't be allowed to limit people access like that. You know, and I can't get too deep into it because I don't know. I'm gonna stay at my pay grade.
So everybody get together and just start buying the same share. The rich man loses money.
No, it just depends on how you played it. If you got a short against the stock, that pretty much means you're betting on the stock to go down. And then if the stock goes down, then you make a profit. But if it goes up, you're gonna have to pay more on that. You know what I'm saying?
But to do that, you have to be a stockbroker.
Well, you typically going through the brokers, but now they got something called retail, which would be like Robinhood and them other apps and stuff, even Square Cash. That would be considered retail, as opposed
Cash
to
App?
Cash. Cash App. You can buy stocks through there also.
Yeah.
So that's considered retail. So they shut a lot of the retail places down, Whereas where the smaller men, it's not a big corporation trades their stocks, you know, versus the people with those big corporations, they go through brokers that's up there
Yeah.
on Wall
So
Street.
wait, let me get that straight. So on Cash App, you can buy and sell stocks and trade stocks like that, like on
Yes,
Yeah.
Robinhood.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, you can.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I use Cash App. If I was saying, like, I wasn't really using Robinhood. So if they shut Robinhood down, I'm pretty sure they probably try to shut Cash App down too, because they're the same thing, just about.
Mm,
So
I wonder. He was trying to buy it on Cash App. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that,
Yeah, you can.
and I haven't heard about Cash. I did hear about Robinhood.
yeah, they just
Uh,
they just different apps. But my next thing is cryptocurrency. I want to try. I was looking. They got over 100 different currencies. Bitcoin just number one. You know, they got some currency now worth $1 today. Man, you put $200 down there and wait about 5 years. I'm pretty sure you see some type of profit. Cryptocurrency is gonna be the next biggest thing. So jump on it now, guys. Get your money right. Everybody get a stimulus check. You might not. If you blew your first stimulus check, don't fuck it up with the second one. You know what I'm saying? Put $100 down on some shit.
Now
You
that's
know what I'm
so.
saying?
Now I'm
Yeah,
glad you brought that up because that's a subject I do want to talk about, right? And that
yeah,
subject is group economics, right? Because you are right. Like a lot of times we're going to get some money, and if you go put this money together with somebody or just invest it at least individually in something instead of just
yeah.
straight blowing that joint, you know what I mean? You can
Mhm.
see like a generational change, man, within that because imagine if people would have bought Amazon stock back then, would have bought some Tesla stock back then,
Or some
Whew.
Uber stock, because they said
Uber.
Uber not too long ago was very cheap.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Uber stock was down to about $230 a share. I want to say not too long ago. Now I forget what it is now, but I know it's way more than 200. I think it's what, 500 or something share.
Yeah, and I'm talking about before it was even in the hundreds. They was trying to get when they was first trying to get Uber off the ground. It was dirt cheap.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was like $11 a share.
Yeah, something like that, somewhere around that range.
Yeah. See, I sold a share of something about 2 weeks ago because I bought the share for $7.60, and I saw I got to $11, and then it dropped back down to $8, and then I saw it go back up to 11, so I went and sold it. Said fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That bit now is $18 a share. That's only 2 weeks from now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? 2 weeks later, now it's $18 a share.
yeah,
So I'm like, this is just beginning, man. But at the end of the day, that was me testing the waters with it because you ain't gonna make no money unless you got like 150 shares. That's when you
right,
start seeing the
exactly.
profit.
That's when you
That's
start
what
seeing the real money.
these big people, they take $5,000, put in the share, and by the end of the day, they might grow $400 to $800, gain $400, $800, and they sell it. So they make $800 a day. Something that'll take me all week to make by working for somebody. That was
Right.
just today.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna try to make more. They take that same 5,000, put on something else with the arrow going up. So they know that they're not gonna lose nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when the arrow's up and there's a high percentage, they might make, $1,200, or even they make $180 today. That's still money they make today. They put that up. At the end of the week, they see what they made all week. It generates the thousands, $4,000, $6,000 a week.
Yeah.
And that's what they live off of, man. Like them motherfuckers don't go to work. They take that same
All right.
5,000. Now that's small time. You got people who do that with $1,000,000. So
Oh
they're
yeah.
making
Hell yeah. Yeah.
$20,000 a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the rich people been getting their money like that, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the stock market.
I'm just learning, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck learning. I'm grown. I'm gonna get my money right and keep putting some money and keep stacking it up and put it in there. Because when I get
Right.
that band in there where I need to have it at, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. If I see a gain, that two band make $250 a day. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
might take that $250 out, pull it up. That's what I made today. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I probably made that at work anyway, but now I doubled it. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
shit, it's gonna be a time I don't gotta go back going to work. I get on that computer every morning, put some money down, watch it grow, take it out. If I
Right.
made $700 a day off the stocks, You know what I'm saying? So I got my 5,000 plus my $700 that I already had made today. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I work all week long for $600 off. That shit crazy. These motherfuckers do that shit in 2 hours.
Yeah, man. Like I said, the stock market isn't for everybody, but I think once you learn it and you master it, it could definitely be a
Yeah.
great tool to enhance your wealth.
And that's what I've been doing. See, I done bought the glasses and everything. I'm trying to master this shit. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Shit.
Get them trading glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Like hell's
I'm
going on?
changing the game.
Nigga
You know,
said
I'm gonna
trading
take
glass.
they be having a conversation. See, the white man didn't want me to have nothing. I'm gonna change the game. They can come out, see nothing but the stock. Nigga, you need to put on Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, it can be different. Educating everybody. You know what I'm saying? But they shut Robinhood down. That should be like a major lawsuit somewhere down the line, man, because like there's no law.
Well, not. There's
I
definitely
mean, that's
lawsuits
wrong.
popping
He
up.
shut something down for somebody making money. Wow.
No.
So
Yeah, I
if
see it right now.
right now, because there's a share right now somewhere that's $7 or $6 a share. So 5 million people got together right now and bought those shares and watch that shit go up overnight just to make $1. You know what I'm saying?
And see, this the thing, right? This is why that move was so powerful, right? Because you have a lot of people. Maybe you got people who got money, a little bit of money, right? They come
Yeah.
together and make the buying power of the people with the big money. Because just like you
Yeah.
said, a lot of them is like you got to have big money to do certain maneuvers, you know. So that's why this is such a big thing, is because them people had put their money together, or they put their, they thought pattern, and everybody used their individual money and made that big muscle move, together,
Yeah.
which you wouldn't have been able to do on your own because you wouldn't have had enough money to do it.
Right.
Enough money to make that move. So that's what's up,
Hmm.
man.
Talking about that, have y'all heard about the suit? I heard about suit trading. Suit something. It's something when you come together, like you saying, but y'all put y'all money together in the pot. You kind of rotate, and one person get paid
Yeah, I know what you're
each
talking about.
Sunday. Yeah. So what about doing something like that? Now you ain't got to really worry about losing the money out, and y'all come together and put y'all money together.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm not a big fan of the susu. You feel me?
Yeah.
But hey, that's just me. It's really you just getting your money back. It's your
Right.
same
And
money.
yeah, man. And that shit, man, that shit ain't work out for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people putting their money into it, expecting it to return in a great way. You put $100 into something and you expect it to make $400. Of course, like when people see that it works, they gonna jump in on it. But
Right.
the thing about those kind of circles is, man, if people not putting the money back into it, the people who put their money in it like towards the end, they're not gonna get their money back. So they just dumping all kind of money into those circles and not getting anything back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fell victim to that shit, man, because that was a big deal at one point. Remember the Zuzu circles? Everybody was jumping in on it, and
Yeah, on that 2020 pandemic, I
man,
heard about it.
listen, man, everybody was jumping in on that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of put a little bit of money into it, man, and I had to learn the hard way. Like, yo, man, what's for some people ain't for everybody, man. But those things are designed for you to keep putting your
Oh,
money into it.
you start with
And if you
dollars.
don't put your money into it, the people that's coming in like towards the end, they're not gonna get their return back. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, if I let's say we're doing one for $400, and they like everybody put in $100 a week, all four of us, by the fourth week, all I'm doing is getting my same 100 I've been putting away for 4 weeks. Yeah, I'm just getting it back. So I just gave it to y'all for 4 weeks. Now it's come back to me. It's the same. It's the same bread, though. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing coming.
Well, that's not okay. So I still ain't got my head wrapped around it. So if you put 100 in, and then 4 weeks later you just getting $100 back, or
No,
you double the $100.
You gonna get the pot. If you put your money in, you're gonna get the pot when your time come, which I don't know who determines that, but you're gonna get the pot, right? And then, but if you've been putting money in every week, you're just getting your money back. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tax
So
return.
money in.
Like when you get tax return, that's your money you getting back. Ain't no free money.
Wait. So, see, I'm trying to get the understanding of it. So I put 100 in.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the month, I'm just getting 400 back, which I put 400 in. Oh man.
Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yo, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up though, unless y'all have something else to add on to the joint. You know what I mean? At least stop the recording.
Well, did y'all talk about Hank Aaron and anybody else that took the vaccine? Did we touch on that already?
We did last week.
Last week, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
another legend lost, you know.
Yeah.
RIP.
Yeah, RIP to him, man. And that vaccine, man. How y'all feeling any different about the vaccines?
I mean, I heard Tyler Perry about to do like a special on BT, and he just took the vaccine, and he trying to get more still to take it. My stance on it still is I'm gonna just sit back, because if everybody else
they're gonna have to pay me $1 million for me to take that vaccine, yo. They need to pay me. Their stimulus money ain't cut. They get more than that for me to take the vaccine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good on that vaccine, man. I'm gonna wait till next year. See if I Am Legend come true.
I know, right? That's what I'll be thinking about, bro. I'll be thinking about I Am Legend, and you know that was supposed to be the cure for cancer. You know, and they was yay, and even what's the other joint? Was Resident Evil like that a little bit too?
Yeah,
something like that.
I'm close.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I Am Legend though. Like, hey, so we got this vaccine. We gave it to everybody. You know how they gonna have 20 years from now? Did you take the COVID-19 vaccine?
Yep.
You may be entitled to.
$1 billion lawsuit. $1 billion settlement.
Right. Like, nigga, I'm dead. Participate in this lawsuit. I'm on my deathbed. So yeah, man. Everybody safe out there, man. 2021. Hey, man, I'm doing black seed oil. You know, all the natural remedies I great grandparents did. You know, I'm out of just getting fresh air when I can. You know, so yeah, man, just the natural way for me.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it a lot of times, though, man. I know an older guy in my job caught COVID-19, and he had it real bad. He was telling me about some supplement, man, that somebody put him onto, and it's supposed to pretty much kind of build immunity in your body from COVID-19. I forget it's B something, man. But he said if you take one of those a day, it's supposed to build up the immunity in your body to fight against the COVID-19. But like I said, a lot of those natural remedies that people was using in the past to keep from getting sick, you know, we forget about that, you know.
Right.
I think you know Dr. Sabi, man, he definitely was on to something with it, because his big thing is, you know, disease is caused by mucus.
Right.
And you know, if you stop eating certain things, you create less mucus in your body, right?
Yep.
And then when you look at what actually kills people on COVID-19, it's mucus, the hardening of mucus in the lungs, you know,
right.
Which is pretty much pneumonia, that a viral pneumonia. So it's like if you try to do things to decrease the mucus on there, you know, that could actually assist with your survival, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to that. Even though I know it's something to that,
right,
to the virus, to where some people are affected and some people are not as affected as harshly, you know. And they even got some people that to this point have not gotten over the virus yet. They call those long haulers, and they just have had the symptoms for now. It's going on probably years now, going on a year or whatever, or even longer. They haven't regained the use of their young lungs to full capacity, and all kind of stuff like that.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, man, I know you about to wrap it up, man. So like I said, fellas, man, stay safe out there, man. Drink your protein shakes. Whatever you got. Stay healthy, man.
Definitely appreciate y'all, man. Once again, another episode of Melanated podcast.
Yeah.
Catch y'all on the next one.
Yes,
Sure.
sir. I'll see you tomorrow.